In this video, I am going to explain tangential acceleration. Here, a particle is moving from the position A to the position B. Then, angle described at the center is delta theta. Then, the linear displacement is delta S. So, delta S is R delta theta, because delta theta angle is equal to arc divided by radius. So delta S can be written as R delta theta. Then the time interval is delta t, time taken by the particle to move from this position to this position is delta t. So you divide both sides by delta t. Then delta S by delta t is equal to R delta theta by delta t. Then limit delta t tends to 0. Limit delta t tends to 0. Then this delta t is very small, approaching 0. Not 0, approaching 0. Delta t approaches 0. Then as per calculus, delta S by delta t is ds by dt, rate of change of displacement, ds by dt. Then R delta theta by delta t, when delta t approaches 0, limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t is d theta by dt, ds by dt, rate of change of displacement, that is velocity, linear velocity is equal to R delta theta by delta t, rate of change of angular displacement, that is omega, d theta by dt, that is omega. So you are getting an expression V is equal to R omega. But this expression is applicable only in the case of circular motion. This is a general expression. V is equal to omega vector cross R vector. This is a special case. Omega vector cross R vector. In this case, this is the R vector. Then omega will be perpendicular to this. Then omega vector cross R vector. This is omega vector. Then this is R vector. Omega vector cross R vector, you can see the thumb is in this. So velocity will be along this direction. So velocity will be along the tangential direction. Then cross product of two vectors, you can write like that. Omega vector, modulus of omega vector is omega, modulus of R vector is R, then angle between them is theta. Omega and R vector, the angle between them is theta, so sine theta, then n cap. The n cap is to show the direction. So it is perpendicular to both. This is omega vector, this is R vector, then omega vector perpendicular to both, this n cap. Circular motion is a special case where the angle between omega and R is 90 degree. Suppose you are not interested in this direction, so you can write V is equal to omega R sine theta. Then in the case of circular motion, theta is 90 degree. This is omega, this is omega, this is R. So angle between omega and R is 90, sine 90 is 1. So we are getting a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. In the case of circular motion, V is equal to R omega. In the case of uniform circular motion, omega will be a constant, angular velocity will be a constant, uniform circular motion. Then magnitude of the velocity will be constant, only the direction will be changing. Suppose the angular velocity is changing, then linear velocity also will be changing. So you differentiate both sides. dv by dt is equal to R is a constant, then d omega by dt. Rate of change of angular velocity is angular acceleration, alpha. So d omega by dt we can write alpha. dv by dt, rate of change of linear velocity, that is acceleration. So this is what is called tangential acceleration. So this acceleration will be along the tangent. So this is the direction of tangential acceleration. Velocity also in the same direction. So this is what's called tangential acceleration. So there is a relation between tangential acceleration and angular acceleration. This alpha is angular acceleration. At is tangential acceleration.